Yes, game, I have a controller. Thanks. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Mike the Reaper 86 here. And I am pleased to bring you a very special game. Metroid 2. Or more accurately, a fan-made reimagining of it. This is another Metroid 2 remake. AM2R if you prefer. A lovingly crafted remake of the Game Boy classic Metroid 2 Return of Samus. This fan game was created by one called Dr. M64, and I am thrilled to say that I have his blessing in bringing you this playthrough, so I guess you can call this an official AM2R Let's Play. This game is very new. The 1.1 patch just came out a few days ago, so I hope to be the first to show off the final product on YouTube. I will be guiding our heroine, Samus Aran, through the caverns of planet SR388, and I will also be collecting every item along the way, so this will also be a 100% walkthrough. So enough building suspense. Let's dive in. Start a new game. Normal mode is fine. Metroids. Numerous incidents in the past have brought to light the highly destructive power of these life forms, spreading fear across all known planetary systems. Hoping to secure peace in the galaxy, the Galactic Federation orders the extermination of the METROID species. I was the best candidate for the job. Once again, I find myself standing alone against the Metroid menace. What horrors await me within the depths of their homeworld? Oh, this looks awesome. There's Samus's gunship, which was introduced in Metroid 2, by the way. And here we are on the surface of planet SR388. Check out that background, huh? Beautiful. I am going to praise the heck out of the visual design in this fan game. Okay, well before we go any further, I think we ought to review the logs. Yes, I know you're all dying to see the game in earnest, but this will only take a moment. We have 4 categories here: Intel, Metroids, the Chozo, and Hostiles. I will only be reading one article out of every category right now. Mission Briefing under Intel. That looks important. Primary objective: exterminate all Metroid organisms on planet SR388. Secondary objectives: locate and bring assistance to the Galactic Federation research and rescue teams. Okay. Metroids. METROID Species. The dominant species of SR388. Metroids hunt for any form of energy found in natural or synthetic organisms, leaving behind deceased husks after feeding. They are highly resistant to conventional weapons and possess great adaptability in foreign environments. Estimates suggest a small number of Metroids set loose on a populated planet would lead to the extinction of any present life forms. As such, they've drawn much attention from space pirates who have repeatedly tried to use them as biological weapons. And if you're wondering how they tried to do that, play Metroid or Metroid Zero Mission and the Metroid Prime Trilogy. The Chozo, the Lost Race. The Chozo were an ancient and mysterious avian race. Incredibly advanced, they colonized many worlds, spreading their message of peace throughout the universe. There are historical records and legends of the Chozo visiting other races with whom they shared their knowledge and wisdom. These brief encounters led many primitive cultures to their present-day glory. Some say they helped consolidate the very foundations of the Galactic Federation. The fate of this race is unknown. Evidence suggests they slowly vanished from the cosmos over the course of centuries. All that remains on each planet they inhabited are the ruins of their once glorious civilization. Those guys raised Samus, by the way. Made her suit, too. And finally, under Hostiles, we have native species. Not much is known about SR388's ecosystem. Prior reports describe the fauna as being very hostile. Nearly all observed animals have been That is awkwardly worded. Nearly all observed animals are carnivores, with even the smallest species showing dangerous traits. The harsh environment and the presence of so many predators may have forced an evolutionary arms race, perpetuating a cycle of violence. Extreme caution is advised. Alright, now that we're all read up, we can continue with the mission. We got a remix of the first theme from Metroid 2 playing. Some would argue it's the only theme in Metroid 2. Metroid 2 tried to be kind of atmospheric with its sound direction. Didn't really turn out that well, in my opinion. This game has awesome music, though. They did such a good job on this. That's a Sumori, if I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. Metroid 2 is the Metroid game that I've played the least, but I have beaten it more than once. Yes, I remember this. The original Game Boy game had this exact same rock formation here. Okay, well, when given a choice to go left or right in the beginning of a Metroid game, always go left. I really dig the way the cave looks here. Heck, I might as well just save a lot of time by saying that I love the way everything in this game looks. Secret passage. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot at these creatures unless they really get in my way, or if they attack me. I won't explain the basics of the game, since I assume most of you are already Metroid fans. Red doors. One missile pops them open. And that there is a save point. They restore both all your health and ammo in this game. Very useful, but I don't need them yet. Lava here. Don't want to fall in that. I know I'm stating the obvious, but that's what I do. Okay, moving right along. That looks like a Metroid. And that doesn't look like any Metroid that Samus has ever seen before. Beam weapons don't do any damage against it whatsoever. So, missiles. A few shots in its vulnerable underbelly and it's toast. But what was that thing? Well, 2 more articles have popped up under the Metroid category. Looks like we have some required reading to do. Life cycle. Scans on the native Metroids reveal their most common form in prior incidents is merely the species' larval stage. While there are records of extreme mutations triggered by space pirates using abnormal stimuli, the Metroid homeworld of SR-388 is seemingly the only environment where the species can naturally transform. Abnormal stimuli. I think they're referring to Phazon with that, and I think a better word would be mutagen. Yeah. Alpha Metroid. Okay, the Alpha Metroid has gained immunity to cold temperatures. The loss of several nuclei within its green membrane has left it vulnerable to concussive weaponry. A plated exoskeleton partially covers it. This organism emerges from the molting of its larval form. Though aggressive, it is relatively weak at this stage, and its new appendages have yet to grow to their full length and strength. We'll be seeing lots of Alpha Metroids in the early stages here. Okay, what's over here? Nothing. Uh-oh, earthquake! I hope this cave doesn't collapse on us. Oh, check it out, the lava's draining down. New log entry available. We'll check that out in a minute. Okay, looks like we have even more required reading to do. We have a new earthquake article here, but I think we ought to read this one first. Planet SR-388. Under Intel, planetary designation SR-388, a remote planet absent on most galactic charts. Federation research indicates it is the natural homeworld of the METROID species. Its outer crust is hollowed out with massive cave systems, which are home to an ecosystem that has yet to be fully studied. The first expedition to SR-388 revealed the existence of Chozo ruins. Okay. And earthquakes. The massive cave system is located between two tectonic plates, largely flooded by an extremely dense and caustic substance similar to magma. Then why not just call it magma, then? Okay. The recent earthquake has altered the cave layout, and the hazardous substance has drained to lower levels. The cause of the earthquake is unknown. Initial orbital scan of SR-388 detected no instability within this region. Mysterious. Okay, well, since I could use some health and missiles, I will shoot these enemies for some of the aforementioned power-ups. Here we go. Full health, full missiles. Okay, now I can ignore them again. I'm not gonna shoot at them if I don't have to. Sadly, there's no shortcut to get back up that part of the cave. Alright, so if this rock formation is anything like it was in the Game Boy game, yes! A little morph ball tunnel underneath it. Shave precious seconds off our run. Check out those guys with the wings. I think they're called sea rooks. Those look creepy. They're also in my way. I just love using the gun in this game. It's so satisfying. More lava in this chamber. I'll just take it nice and slow then. Scanning environment. Energy pattern scan. 4 Metroids detected in the area. Check out those red guys with the wings. They kind of look like Samus's helmet, don't they? I believe they're called Mumbos. I wonder if the Chozo were inspired by their appearance when designing Samus's helmet. Art mimics nature, after all. Speaking of Chozo, we seem to be approaching one of their ruins now. Okay then, well, I'd say this recording's long enough for the first one. I know it's a little short, but I'll be making these pretty frequently, so you'll see the next one before you even know it. So I'm going to save here, and I'll see you all again real soon.